starting the Facebook Live again. I got kicked off. It must be me. I don't know. I get kicked off like every few times. I don't know. But I'm back. I will wait for folks to get on, and I'm here to give you a little bit of encouragement, like I promised you I would. We all need encouragement, guys. We do. We just do. So I'll wait till a few more folks get on, give you a little bit of encouragement. And as I mentioned, I have it planned that I would like to be on at least 4 or 5 times a week to give you a little inspiration. We all need it. And yes, Jackie, I just got your message. Yes, it kicked me off, Jackie. How dare they? It just went poof, went totally off. So, before I go into what I want to say tonight, did it kick me off again? I think I'm still on. Don't know what I did to tick Facebook off. Yep, it looks like I'm still on. I think. I'll just wait. I'll wait one more minute. Yeah, Facebook is being wonky today. Okay. Is that you, Jackie? Yep, you're back on, Jackie. See, I'm on now. I'm on now. Okay, I'm staying on. Facebook, don't kick me off. But I want to give you guys encouragement. You know, it's that time of the year when everybody's just like, oh my gosh, all the Christmas goodies, and I need to eat these Christmas goodies, and there's so many, you know, I'm going to say the word. I mean, come on, we are adults here. We can say things like cookies and all that fun stuff, and it doesn't mean you have to eat them. You don't have to. It's been almost 8 years, and have I had a bite of a cookie over the past 8 years? Yes, you bet your butt I have, but not until I totally lost the 100 pounds. Actually, I had lost over 100. It just doesn't hold that much of a thrill anymore. And last night was date night, and my husband gets this dessert. Yeah, I'm still trying to get him back on board. He gets on board, off board. Let me tell you, he is my biggest challenge, and I don't know if he's watching or not, but he's my biggest challenge. And I'm just like, I took like a little bite of it and ended up spitting it in my napkin going, you know, this isn't even worth it, honey. This isn't even worth it. So, okay. What did I want to encourage you with? You guys can do this. You know, anything you set your mind to, you can do. There's nothing you can't do. Is it hard? You bet your butt it's hard. I mean, there were times when I was initially losing the weight in, February 2011, there were times that I actually cried. I would cry. I'd go to bed. I hated the world. Couldn't stand myself. I literally cried. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. Anastasia, you can't watch. What's going on? Is it doing something funky? Well, when I get off, I'll try to fix it and figure out what's wrong. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel, The Healthy Catholic. And hopefully it'll play for you then if it's doing something funky now. Now, today, when I was sitting in my office working, I thought to myself, you know, this weight loss thing, it's kind of like when you're a baby and you're learning to walk. And I remember my oldest son, you know, I've got 13 kids, but I remember my oldest son, you get hyper when it's your first child, you get hyper. They're not meeting all the milestones at the correct times, and you think for sure your child has something wrong with them. Well, I'm a seasoned mom now. There's nothing wrong with my kids. I know that. But anyways, he was like 12 months old and he wasn't walking yet. I'm like, this kid should be walking. I mean, my goodness, he's 12 months old. So we actually took him now I'm going somewhere with this story, so hang on. We took him to this toy store and he was like so fascinated with this push grocery cart. And so all of a sudden we stood him up and he put his hands on the grocery cart and took off running. This kid wasn't walking, he was running. But guess what happened? He got running. He did great. He fell. Literally fell almost on his face. And I'm like, of course, I'm freaking out. My first-time mother. And it kind of reminded me of, like, dieting. We fall on our face. Do we not? We all fall on our face. But do we give up? No. And as parents, do we give up on our kids when they fall on their face? No. What do? We go over, we help them up, we help them walk again, we hold their hand. And that's what I plan on doing with you guys. If you need your hand held, I'm here to hold your hand. We will get you through this. You do not give up. Now, what would happen if we didn't encourage our children to walk? What would we be? Horrible parents. What would I be? A horrible person if I didn't encourage you to continue on with this lifestyle, with this way of eating, with this way of living? I'd be a horrible person. I'd be a horrible parent. I'd be a horrible friend. So you don't give up. We don't let our kids give up. They eventually learn how to walk. And you know what? Just like with this plan, the more you do it, the easier it gets. You know, look at your kids now. I mean, I'm looking at my son. He's 30. He walks perfectly fine. So do all my kids. But what did we do as parents? We held their hands. We picked them up. And that's what you need as well with anything you do. Just don't say, I fell, so I'm going to lay here on my face. No, get up and get back on the wagon. And I'm here to help you. You know, I'm here to lend you the helping hand. And no, I'm not letting anybody fall down and just stay on their face. If you want to stay on your face, fine. But it's not going to be because I'm going to let you stay on your face, because I'm here to let you know that I will give you all the support and information that you need. So no, you will fall on your face though. Trust me, you'll fall on your face. I still fall on my face. Here I am, having lost over 100 pounds and going on 8 years in February. I fall on my face, people, but I get back up, and I don't have to lose over 100 pounds anymore. So it's much easier to deal with like 10 pounds on and off, up and down, than it is to deal with over 100 pounds and being morbidly obese. But I'm here to help you guys. Don't give up when you fall on your face. And we will have more videos. I'm going to get on all the time. Just ask me what you... You know what? I'm going to stay on a few more minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm just hopping on I want to encourage you guys. I hope I say something that makes sense, but... Grace, renewed effort, day 2, doing well. It's a decision and deliberate effort. Yes, we need to take not only action, we need to take massive action. We need to like totally throw ourselves into this. You know, when you fall, get up. It's like when you might get a flat tire on one of the 4 tires on your car. What do? Do you go pop the other 3? No. You go fix it. You fix the one that popped. You know what? You screw up one day, you screw up one meal, just get back on. Okay. Anything new, guys? Anything you want to ask? Because I will stay on for another minute or so. I couldn't get in my bathroom to moisturize or wash my face, so I still have to do that. I had a kid in my bathroom. They should know better. It's my bathroom. All right. So, guys, I still have some books left. I don't know how many, maybe 50 or 60. And, yes, I've started mailing. But because we have thousands, literally thousands that were either given away for free or sold, I mean, it blew my mind how well this book went over. You will be receiving yours in the mail, so just be patient. You can take it into the grocery store. You can read it. I'm suggesting that it's like you follow what I say to do, you are guaranteed to lose weight. Absolutely, positively. Lisa, threw myself into this last January. It's a lifestyle. Yes, it is a lifestyle. I don't even have to think twice about what to eat or not to eat. Okay, Jackie, how frequently do you use your mini trampoline? I use it every day. Some days longer than others. Today, it was only like 10, 15 minutes. Some days I could just like jump my brains out. I really enjoy it. Some days I'm just like, okay, 5 minutes for this, 5 minutes for the punching bag. Yes, people, one of my favorite things I just did. I'm really not an athlete or an overly active person, but guess what I've started doing? Boxing. I have a bag in my cellar, and yeah, that was my boxing glove. I prefer pink, but my kids don't prefer it, and I enjoy doing it. Okay, Peggy, once the cleanser bottles are opened, what's the shelf life? It depends on what particular item you're talking about. If it's a tincture, most tinctures are good for several years, as well as the pills. The only thing that happens, they don't get bad, is that they will lose some of their efficacy over time, but there are certain things that actually gain like the CBD oil, but that's not cleansing. They will become stronger. Okay, Lydia, will cookbook get here before Christmas? Yes, I don't care if the kids have to stay up all night with me. They will all be out this week. Um, I just was blown away. I actually had to order more. I was blown away by the response. Okay, let me roll this up. So if there's anything else you guys want to ask, feel free to ask. And if I've missed anything, I'll go back and answer it. But yeah, once again, you will fall. It's not the end of the world. Get back on. But I can be, to be completely honest with you, when I was initially losing the weight in February of 2011, when I first started, I didn't fall for 5 months. 5 months, hardcore. There were a lot of tears, and I had to put myself to bed many times, and, but I did what I had to do. And then I do remember falling on that 5th month. I fell. And it was, it wasn't the end of the world, but I felt like it was. But I'm like, Wendy, look, you have lost almost 100. At that point, it was almost 100 pounds. I'm like, Wendy, you have done wonderful. You fell. Now get the hell back up. So, Jackie, when will the fat-burning pills go for sale? Jackie, they actually shipped on Thursday. I was hoping to have them today. They ship via UPS. They should be here, I'm hoping, by Monday. And so, yeah, I have two new items coming that I actually use myself. Jackie, how do you handle food-pushing relatives? I just ignore them, I've had to deal with that. I actually had this old Italian grandmother say to me, Wendy, you are going to eat the pasta. Well, guess what? Wendy didn't eat the pasta. I made her think I ate the pasta. I didn't eat the pasta. I just couldn't, She's sweet, though, and I love her. Denise, I just picked up my cold and flu oil. Love how it smells. Can I diffuse? I don't see why you couldn't diffuse it. I've diffused everything in my office. My office smells really awesome. I haven't diffused it, though. That's a good idea. I might do that tonight. Because I've still got, quite a bit of work left to do. As always, it never ends. And, when I have to say, I'm such a muncher, and I try to eat between an 11 and 7 window. But when I'm working and I have a hankering for something, I always make sure I have something that is falls within plan. And usually it's like a low-carb jerky or something just to take the edge off. And it makes me not feel so deprived. What's the first product you suggest for losing weight? Georgette, no product. Actually, I just suggest people follow what's in my book. Where's my book? I have my books on my desk. Where is it? I just, it's more important to change your diet. Hold on a minute here. Okay, my desk. You can't see it, but the other part of my desk is one big mess. But yeah, just follow what's in here. Do this, you'll start to lose the weight. If you get frustrated or you need a little help, yes, I do have things for that. I do have things that will help you accelerate. And they really do help, but do you need them? No. So, Lisa, people have finally stopped asking when I am going to stop my diet. It's just the way I eat. Yeah, I know, Lisa. I've been doing this for like 8 years, and I had somebody say that their physician said, it's fine. You'll lose a lot of weight on that ketogenic type diet, which mine is like a tweak on the ketogenic. It's not your typical ketogenic. There's some things I don't allow, such as nuts and so on and so forth, for different reasons, like phytic acid. But you know what? No. People are so weird when it comes to diets, so weird. It's just kind of like one evening when I did go out with friends and I wasn't drinking wine. People get all up in a knot if you're not doing what they do. I'm just like, no, I'm trying to, this is way back. No, I can't have the wine with you. I'm just going to, forego it. And people get really wonked out. They're like, what? Okay, Judy, what is your favorite sweet? Judy, actually, I have lost, and my husband, who, I don't know if he's on or not, he will attest that I don't like sweets at all. My biggest thing is I like salty, crunchy things. I don't have any favorite sweets. I don't even like sweet things. And you know what? I think it's because I And I was like a major, I had a major sweet tooth. I mean, I was the girl who would sit down and eat half a pan of brownies with like, 4 inches of whipped cream on top. I mean, I was really, really bad. Jackie, it's the Red Book. Yeah, it's the Red Book. Oh, Jackie, speaking of that. Okay, since you're on, Jackie, do you remember just a few days ago you sending me this note? See it, guys? It says, I dare you to wear this during a Facebook Live. Well, guess what, Jackie? Jackie's my good friend, by the way, guys. Wait a minute here. Putting it on. I'm putting it on, Jackie. I wore it during Facebook Live. She bought me a leopard Santa hat. We have matching leopard hats. See, I told you I'd wear it. And where's my pen? I even drew myself a face to put on it. Wait a minute here. Look. There's my face. Yeah, I'm a little weird. But see, I wore it, Jackie. I wore it. Thank Uncle Bert for sending it. That was very sweet of him. Okay, Bonnie, at the cabin reception, really bad. Very nice. Went skidooing. Wow, very good workout. Yes, I know. I love that. I love that. I'm not I must say, I'd rather sit all day and read, but there are some things I like to do, and that's one thing I like to do. See, Jackie, I wore it. The kids have all wore it, Jackie. We even had it on our dog, Mary, which, Mary adores Jackie. Yeah, nice hat. It's been on every kid, on every animal in the house, and on my hand. So, yeah, I don't know that I have that much left to say. But, guys, I will be on. I will encourage you. You can do this. 2019, listen to this. Put it in your subconscious mind. 2019 is going to be your year. You will lose the weight. I'm here to help you. This is what I'm doing in the second half of my life. I don't care what it is I have to do. I'll do it. If the Holy Spirit gives me some inspiration to do something in addition to what I'm doing, I'll do it. But I will be spending some time in adoration. I mean, it's just the healthy Catholic. So, yes, I will be spending some time in adoration, thinking, or asking what I could possibly do to help and encourage you, because we need to be healthy, mind, body, and soul. Okay, Judy, I'm not a sweet eater either, but like stevia and coffee with cream. Yeah, Judy, I used to use the stevia in my coffee as well. Now I just do actually not 1 tablespoon. I'm trying to cut back to 3 teaspoons. I'm always trying to just cut a little. Yeah. So, no, I don't even need the stevia in there anymore, but I know some people like it a little sweeter. And I do use my chocolate bone broth. I've even cut back on that a little bit. I use usually a 1/4 of a scoop instead of half a scoop because, like I said, I don't like anything too sweet. But I've been trying to, I consider before Christmas like a little mini Lent. So I've been trying to abstain from that as well, but I do love it. Yes, Maria, 2019 is going to be a special one. And this is really weird, and I told my husband this, but I said, I went back and I looked, or reflected on the past 10 years, and it seems like 2013 was like a superb year. I was able to help a lot of people. And 2016 was a superb year. And now it's 2019. Notice that? By the threes, something about the threes. And I've had a lot of people ask, what is that on your thumb? This isn't a solid thumb ring, and I'll explain it to you. It's 3, and my husband bought it last Christmas for me. And you know what it stands for? Because I'm very much a person into symbolism. It stands for 2 different things. The Father, the Son, the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And it also stands for mind, body, and soul. So it's a constant reminder to ask for the Holy Trinity to help me help others, mind, body, and soul. And that's what this is all about. Not because I'm just some weird middle-aged freak. It's the Holy Trinity, represents the Holy Trinity, mind, body, and soul. So, yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, good, Denise. I'm glad you like the chocolate bone broth. I absolutely love it, but I'm just trying to behave before, Christ's birthday, and I've whittled down what I eat and drink and trying to be a little more Lenten-like. Yeah, I know. This. My kids are like, Mom, are you like trying to be cool? No, children. It's like the only finger I had left to put anything on. Every ring has a special symbolism that I wear. Everything. You know, this, everything has a meaning to me. And it reminds me daily. Okay, guys, so I will be back on. I will talk about certain things. I am trying to fill myself up with a bunch of rah-rah. I'm going to get you guys through this. You know, 2019, I want to have some huge success stories. We have had some huge success stories in 2018, but we're going to have even more for next year. And it's, you know what? You, look at me pointing, you are going to be one of them. You will be a success story. You know, and it says 74 times in the Bible. And we're going to talk more about intermittent fasting as well. It's mentioned 74 times in the Bible. And Jesus did not say when you fast, you know. He didn't say if you fast. He said when you fast. Sorry, I switched that around. But you know what? That is also something I'd like to incorporate more of in the new year. I have been wonderful at fasting, but I've noticed that it's gotten harder with age, you know. I'm 52, like you've heard me say that 978 times, but I am, and it's hard. It's harder. For some reason, it's harder as you age. I don't know. But you know what? I'm not giving up. And I did notice when I can't shake the weight, you know, because I do go up and down. Not like up and down by 100 pounds or anything, but, you know, I still have weight fluctuations. And we can address them. So guys, I am probably going to let you go because I still have a lot of work to do, and I do have Mass in the morning, and I will remember you tomorrow at Mass. I will remember you at Mass, people. This is a serious subject. People are like, oh, weight loss. Yeah, and don't fall for those stupid Nutrisystem commercials and all these other weight loss commercials. Don't fall for it. That's not how you lose weight and keep it off. You might lose the weight, you know. I've done all the crazy crap. I can tell you, you might lose the weight, but you're not going to keep it off. This is a lifestyle change. And I think most of you are like closer to my age. Some of you are slightly younger. Some of you are slightly older. But we all know at this stage in the game, it's not some pill you take or some special meals shipped to your house, unless you want those meals shipped to your house for the next 40 years. And that's just not sustainable. They're not teaching you how to eat, what to eat, and why to eat it. They're just selling you some program. I'm not in it, you know, I am not in this for the money. I'm in this because I feel it's a life calling. And you know how much I'm making off this group? Zero. Zilch. And Teresa, yes, I will remember you at Mass. And if any of you have special intentions, email me. I actually do take this. I read the special intentions, and I do remember them at Mass. My mind isn't totally shot yet. Yes, Bonnie, you lose it and you gain it back so easily. They don't teach you to eat properly. No. You know, and I just really, my husband will tell you, I will yell at the television when I hear him, you can still eat brownies and you can still eat pasta and you can still lose the weight. I'm like, I won't tell you what I actually say because it's not very ladylike. I'm just like, bull, blank. You know, I get so upset. And I do have a kid. I have, actually, it's my son Wade. He's 20, he'll be 21 at the end of this month. And he's a kid who's, he is tall and skinny now. He's 6'4", but he had started to pack on the weight. And he's done this throughout, I've noticed throughout his life. He's put it on, he's taken off, put it on, taken off, but he's never been able to completely keep it. He's not a big kid. I mean, the kid is, you ought to see him now. And he came to me yesterday. And I was like, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I actually have a screenshot of it, and I'll put it up. It was in August that he decided, because he had packed on some weight, and he still wasn't overweight, but he packed on some weight. And he came to me yesterday, and he showed me, Mom, look, I've been keeping track of my weight. I go, what have you been doing? He goes, your ketogenic diet. And I noticed lately that he wasn't having desserts or participating in the carbohydrates that I do make for the rest of the family. And he goes, Mom, I've lost 48 pounds. And he did. I told him, don't lose any more though. And he's like, it's really easy, Mom. Just tell your people if they just follow it. I'm like, honey, you are soon to be 21 and you're a young male. It's a hell of a lot easier for you. But yes, I am very proud of you. Now, just don't lose any more. Stay where you're at. So yeah, you can be that influence in your family as well. You can be that influence among your friends. This has a ripple effect. Your friends will notice that you're losing the weight. They'll want to know what you're doing. You can have them sign up for a free book. I did talk to Walt. Oh, this is another fun thing. I talked to Walt and he goes, wait until the new year because it is Christmas month and we're kind of tapped out this month. I will let you order more books to give away for free. So there will be more free books. Debbie, please remember me and my family at Mass. Debbie, I will. I don't forget. I actually do. I'm like, a lot of people go, yeah, I'll remember you at Mass. Yeah, I'll pray for you. But how many people actually do? I'm betting a whole lot don't. But it's nice they say it. But unless you do it, Okay, Bonnie, I fell for all of them. Cost is outrageous. Bonnie, I know. I fell for it as well. And it was actually October of 2010 when I spent a whole load of money on Medifast, which tasted like crap. And then I'm researching the ingredients, and there was like a ton of soy in it. Soy is an estrogen mimicker. I'm thinking Medifast, and here's all these doctors recommending it. What the heck? No. Soy is an estrogen mimicker. Stay away from it. And it tasted horrible. I was miserable. I was on it for like 2 months. Longer than that. October, November, almost all of December. 2.5 months maybe. Spent a ton of money. Did I lose weight? I lost like 10 pounds. But like losing 10 pounds when you're like 110 pounds overweight is just like a drop in the bucket. And then I like totally cheated and crashed and said this stuff tastes horrible and it's got soy in it. So I totally ditched it, and then a couple months later started my own protocol, and it worked, and here I am. Yes, Jackie, way to go, Wade. You knew who it was. I know. I said, stop it, Wade. You're so good at it. He's just like, it shouldn't be harder for women than men. I'm going, trust me, honey, you are a young male. It is way easier for you. But he has great self-discipline. I mean, this kid is like inspirational to me. This is a kid who gets up at 6. He sets his alarm clock, gets up at 6, makes sure he's in bed by like 10:30. Oh my gosh, this kid is just like, as someone said, he's your mini you. And I'm like, no, I'm not nearly as disciplined as my one child, my middle child, and he's my middle child. I didn't screw him up. It's great. He's the only kid I know. Actually, here, this is a true story. He went this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm trying to think, was he 16 or 17? Can't remember. He went to take his road test, okay, which he passed with flying colors. And the instructor got out and said to my husband, because my husband had taken him, and said, he's the most inspirational kid ever. And they came home, and I'm like, Wade, what were you talking about with your instructor? And he's like, she was talking about a second career and that she felt that she was called to do, I forgot what exactly it was. And I told her, you are never too old. I'm like, the kid gave her a rah-rah talk and he passed. I'm like, wow, maybe it's because you're a rah-rah talk. No, he's a good driver though. But I'm like, oh my gosh, he's my mini me. And you'll be seeing his face more because he wants to get involved. He is, 7 of my children are involved in the business, and he is one of them. I will be introducing him more because he's he has a gift, As much as I think that he is being called to the priesthood, I don't know. We'll see. Because he's just that type of kid. Yeah, he makes sure he gets to confession more than I do, and he gets after me and says, Mom, have you been to confession this month? I'm like, oops, no. And he gets angry when I'm running late. And he's like, I'm just going to drive my car to Mass because you're running behind, Mom. I'm like, oh my gosh. He goes, you can't be late for Mass, Mom. I know. So yeah, he guilts me. I agree. Taste is bad, so funny. I think everyone does that. Loses, hates the taste, and eats everything in sight. Yes, Bonnie, that's what happened with me after the Metafast. I was just like, this stuff is horrible. It's not sustainable. If anybody's trying to sell you meal plan, it's not sustainable. And it's not cheap, you know? So I am going to probably tie this up because I need to go to bed so I can be to Mass. I got to do some work first, but so I can be to Mass on time, and I will be praying for you guys. I really do. And actually, I'm going to be having some Masses said for the whole year of 2019 for this group. I did it for my former group. Those Masses were perpetual, so they're still going on for everybody who was in the former group. They were perpetual. So, and I'll do the same for this group. Because I love you guys. I really do. You know, I think someday when we die, God's going to say, you know, did you do what I called you to do? Did you truly love? Did you truly give all that you were meant to give? So guys, yeah, I'm going to tie this up and finish my work so I can get to Mass and not have to listen to my children about running behind and... Yeah, I've got to get them to bed too. Oh, I swear my night just picks up. But if there's anything I can do to encourage you, to help you, just let me know. You are my project for the second half of my life, so you're going to have to put up with me. Okay. So yeah, we'll get more rah-rahs going. We'll get more talks going. You haven't seen anything yet. I have some big things planned for 2019 for you guys. Denise, I am part of the first group. Well, guess what, Denise? That means you're still getting those perpetual Masses said. I paid, you know, I donated quite a bit of money to make sure that there were perpetual Masses offered. I will do the same for this group. Because, you know, first and foremost, I am Catholic. So I'm going to tie this up. I wish you all a blessed night's sleep, because sleep is important, people. It's very important. So God bless. Good night.